Hey guys, welcome back to Cheesy Crafts. Today I am going to be showing you how I created these beautiful baby shower invitations for my sister. I didn't really ask permission to tell you guys, but it's better to ask for forgiveness. It's easier, it's not better, it's easier to ask for forgiveness, so I don't think she'll be too upset. But my sister and her husband have been trying for 10 years to have a baby, and my sister's pregnant, so we are going to throw her a baby shower. And I asked her if she would allow me to make her baby shower invitations, because I'm kind of organizing everything. Well, my other two sisters are helping. Let me not take all the credit, because then, they get pissed off. But there's 4 sisters, and the other 3 sisters, we're all gonna get together and we're gonna throw her a baby shower, because this baby is a blessing for them, and of course for us, as obviously. And so these are the colors of her theme, and very simple but very elegant. I feel like, I hope she likes them. I asked her if she wanted me to send her like multiple templates of ideas that I came up with, and she was like, nah, just do whatever you want, surprise me. And I was like, okay. The pressure's on. She is putting too much faith in me. I hope I don't disappoint her. But anyways, I'm gonna be showing you how I did these baby invitations for the baby shower. The envelope is already done as well. Very simple. This is pre-bought packages from Michaels. And the envelopes are 5 by 7. And this is what the inside looks like. So yeah, so let's get started, because honestly this is like the hardest part, is the embossing powder. It's not the hardest part, it's just time consuming, so I have to be careful. The key to this is prepare yourself. Make sure that you cut all your paper first, and all the sizes that you're gonna need and all this stuff. So I've already done that. Well, I cut these to be 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. And like I said, prepare yourself, because preparing all the sizes of the paper, cutting it and everything is, I think, what would help when you're making multiple invitations or multiple cards. So I'm gonna start. I am using my new Tim Holtz stamp platform that I've received, and I'm also gonna be using the Simon Says stamp that I have no idea what the name is, but this is a stamp from Simon Says Stamp. And I am just going to put that in my measuring area. Add a little bit of powder so it doesn't stick. And then I was using my Versamark ink for this, but the stamp is so big. I was having to stamp it, use the ink like multiple times to make sure it got in everything. And using this Ranger Ink Essentials embossing is like a lifesaver, because honestly I just stamp it once and keep it moving. So this is what I do. Let me see if I could zoom out so you guys can see. So here's my stamp, here's the embossing. I literally just turn it upside down as so, and then I stamp it once. Just make sure it's in there, and literally it's just once. And it's ready to go, I think. So let me not look like an idiot and do it one more time just in case, because I noticed some areas I can't hardly tell that there's embossing, but it's there. Okay, I'm gonna bring this tool over, which is by the brand Recollection. It's like a little tray, but it has like a little hole right here that you can unplug and then just drop all your embossing powder back into your container. So for me, I am going to be using the Nuvo Glitter Embossing Gold Enchantment, and I'm just gonna sprinkle them. Make sure it catches all over, of course. I think I did a good job. We'll see how it comes out. Give it a little bit of a flick. And just to make sure I went a little overboard on that one. And that is how it's gonna look. Let me see right here, add a little bit more. And now I'm going to bring my heat tool over. Now I am going to set it aside and I am going to continue doing more of these. All in stages, you guys, all in stages. Alright, so I've gotten all my stack of these to do. It's about 30 invitations. I think I messed one up, so I have 29. And this is the cardstock that I told you about. I've pre-cut my little navy blue rectangulars and the ones that are gonna go on top. So pretty much in this step or this stage, I'm just basically going to adhere the stuff together so that I'm able to move on to the next stage. And I'm not gonna make you guys sit here and watch me completely eyeball everything. You guys know what to do or how I do it. Just gonna put that down, set it aside, and grab another one. The next step that we're going to do is gonna be the inside portion. As you guys can see off camera, I went ahead and stamped the remaining invitations and I've secured them to the envelope. Now I'm gonna be showing you how to do this, which is very simple, but like I said, once again, I'm doing about 30 invitations. Well, 29, 30. Let's just round off to 30. 30 invitations, and so it's very time consuming, and don't mind my fingers because they're all inked up with blue, with the ink. For this step, I'm going to be using the Simon Says stamp, Make an Invitation, and I have already placed it on my stamping tool. And I used the grids on the clear side to line up the words that I'm going to be using. I am also going to be using the Midnight Ruse Stampin' Up ink pad. And I'm also going to be using this, just the stamp that says it's a boy. And so now, pretty simple, just going to put that in there. Grab a little bit of ink, make sure I have it all, and then eyeballing this, there's no, I just wanted it in the corner like so. And now I'm gonna flip it sideways so that I could stamp the words. The stamp kit does come with the actual lines, but they're too small and I would have had to stamp it multiple times, which is even more time consuming. So I'm just going to be making my own lines. So just adding a little bit of pressure. If it's a little bit, needs a little bit more ink, just go ahead and stamp it twice. I feel like these are so hard to maneuver, the ink pads, because they just get all over. Alright, and that's all that we're going to be doing for now. So I am going to bring in my Umbrella Beach Sand. It's one of the inks I use the most, one of my favorites. And I'm going to take the whole stack, even though you could just do one at a time. I just feel like it's sturdy enough. So I'm just going to dab on all 4 sides to create that distressed look. And it doesn't need to be perfect, obviously. I'm kind of like rushing through this. So just putting my corners only so that it helps me keep the tape in the card in place. And then once again, I'm just gonna eyeball a straight line. Hopefully I'm not at the point where I'm cross-eyed from doing so many graphs. And put that at that here. And then somewhere in the middle, just to give it balance. And if you make a mistake, it's okay. That's why I'm using a pencil first, so that it helps if you do make a mistake. So this is all that I'm gonna be doing for a while, just making the lines. And I do not have pretty handwriting. My other sister Mary Bell does, so I am going to nominate her to fill in the information. And I'm showing you, like, for demonstrations, of course, or demonstration purpose, to just trace over a marker and move it down. And that's all we're gonna be doing. So now that when I'm done doing all the lines and putting all of these, I'm gonna start adhering them to the inside of the card, and then working on the outside and then the envelope, and we'll be done. So a little bit more work to do. I'm trying to rush through this because the baby shower is literally like the first 2 weeks of August, and it's a little bit late to be doing the invitations, but we had to wait until the sex of the baby was noticeable. So that's the reason why it was so late. Anyways, I'm gonna finish the rest of camera, and I'll come show you how I'm starting to put the pieces together, and then I'm gonna move on to the part where I'm stamping this paper for the outside. Okay, I am moving on to the next step, which is the top layer. We've already completed this part and the inside, so now all we have to do is focus on the top, and then decorate the envelope, and that's gonna pretty much be the end of our card. This is gonna be the, I guess, doing the twine around right here is gonna be, I think, a little bit of time consuming, and it's so late. And today was a work day too, and I have to be up for work tomorrow, so it's about 11 o'clock at night. My sister better be grateful and love her. Stamping it. And these little stamps right here, they're rubber stamps that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. They were wooden. Originally, they were wooden stamps, and I honestly just peeled them from right here This one's the one that says it's a boy. And I wanted to use them on the stamp platform because it will help me be able to see where I'm placing it rather than having the wood stamp on the background. So I'm just gonna speed through this. So I'm gonna bring over this beach sand, and I'm using the same technique that I used for the inside of the card. I'm just going to dab around it so that it gives a distressed look. Really quick, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. Okay, just something like that. And while that's done, I am going to take double-sided tape, turn it around, if I could peel it out, and bringing a little blue paper that's already been pre-cut, and I am just going to eyeball it into place so that it's somewhat even on all sides. Now that this is done, I am going to be bringing over some twine, and this is from the company Hemteek, like a ham, or no, like a hemp, like a hem, like you're hemming something. Hemteek, and I picked it up from Hobby Lobby. So I'm gonna flip it over just while I get 2 pieces of tape. I'm also using the same double-sided tape, and I'm gonna use that just to hold it down. And then I'm gonna make 3 loops, and I'm purposely gonna do it uneven and like mismatched to be all over the place, like so that it gives a little bit of character to the card, I would say. So now that that's done, and as you guys can see, it's not perfect, I am bringing in foam tape, and I thought I could just rip it, but apparently I can't. I am going to be placing that on all 4 sides. I poked myself. Make sure it's there. And then the last side. And now I'm going to peel this off as well. Like so. I'm gonna bring my card over that I've pre-done already, and now I'm just going to eyeball where it is I want it, and essentially this is going to complete our card, as you can see. Now for the envelope, it's very simple. I'm gonna show you. I have this stamping tool that's made out of foam, so you could press into the paper. I've already have the You're Invited stamp. It's using this, it's same stamp set, the Simon Says stamp, Make an Invitation, and I'm just adding some of that ink. I'm gonna flip it over, and I'm gonna try to align it. And I am going to press it down, and you're invited. Now to finish off, this is going to be the last step to complete the invitation. I'm going to grab those little feet again, and I'm just going to place them on the bottom. And that, you guys, officially completes the baby invitations. So here's what it looks like one last time, in the envelope. Very simple, just a simple "you're invited." And I'm pretty much gonna place it like this and send them in the mail for my sister to start passing them out. I hope that you enjoyed watching this tutorial. It's very easy and fun to make your own invitations, so I hope it gave you an idea. I hope you learned something new. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon with more videos. Thank you. Have a blessed day. Bye.